Hey, welcome guys. This is Shawn from PandaSuitPlays. I got my buddy here, Janio from No Continues.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
We're gonna play some Mega Man 2 here.
Yeah.
He's definitely the retro pro here. He's beaten Mega Man 2 before, and I don't think I've even beaten a boss before. So we're gonna make a couple runs, see if he could get me through this.
Yeah, I think what we're going to do today, I haven't played it for a long time, so I might be a little bit rusty, so don't judge me that way. But what we're going to do is we're going to get through the 8 Robot Masters, at least today. We'll tackle Wily at some point. But for now, we're going to teach you guys the 8 Robot Masters, or at least teach Shawn how to beat them.
Yeah, he thinks we're going to make it through all 8. I'm skeptical of myself here. But, what do you want to do? Let's go on normal?
Let's definitely do normal. Difficult is like Mega Man 3 difficult, and we don't want to do that yet. To learn the game, and why we chose Mega Man 2, it is the easiest Mega Man. So we'll throw that out there. But it's also the most accessible, and it's really, really fun. It has the best music, in my opinion anyways. But yeah, it's just a wonderful game on normal. On difficult, it kind of gets messy.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can get through this. So, what's your first boss choice normally?
So, how I figured we were going to do this would be fun. There's probably a correct order, maybe 1 or 2 really solid orders. We're going to do it in the order that I did it as a kid. So, we're going to start with Flashman.
Flashman.
Okay. I like starting with Flashman. He's really, really easy to beat with just a Mega Buster, which is your default weapon. And actually, before I get into Flashman, how do you feel about this for just an on-the-go rule set?
Okay.
You play until you lose 3 lives, kind of get a feel for the game, and then I'll go through and clean it up afterwards.
Okay.
Or at least
you're going to be able to clean it up afterwards? You kind of sound pretty confident there.
Maybe? I think so. The retro gamer in me thinks like, oh yeah, you got it. The like 2 beers in, like haven't played this in 2 years guy is like, I don't know. Well, maybe. We'll hopefully.
Alright, well, hopefully you don't disappoint. I'll be very disappointed if you let me down. Whoa, is he sliding?
Yeah, so Flashman stage, it's a little slippery. And I don't know if that's ice. It kind of just looks like bricks.
Oh, this is horrible. Dear God.
But they're icy bricks. So be very careful. These are going to come into play when you're trying to make platform jumps later on.
Okay, well, that's just...
So, something you're going to see in Mega Man a lot for people who don't know Mega Man that well. When you move off screen, enemies reappear. So, kind of Colin Moriarty, my Mega Man hero. One day I will be as cool as Colin Moriarty. Hopefully, maybe. One can dream. The number 1 rule to Mega Man, according to Colin, is everything's fucked up. So, by these enemies reappearing, it's going to happen all day long. So, rule number 2 for Mega Man, according to Colin, is keep moving. Never stop moving. The enemies aren't going to reappear if you keep moving. But just be very careful when you do keep moving. It's a heavy platform and action game, and there's a perfect combination of 2, and it's kind of what makes Mega Man great. It's just finding that balance. So far, you're doing great.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I want that life. Ah, bitch.
Yeah, these guys kind of arch their shots depending on where Mega Man is. So you can almost bait him out. Takes a little bit of practice.
Nope. Get out of here. Fuck you, man.
And that sucks, because I usually drop down the other way to get this energy tank that I use for the long game later. Or I did when I was able to beat this game in one sitting. That's not the case anymore, so we're going to die a lot. It'll be really funny, I promise. Actually, you can still salvage yourself. So go... Actually, you know what? Never mind. You do you.
Oh, well, fuck you then. Oh no, don't help the noob.
Hey, you're going to do great.
Bitch, killed you. I'm definitely not digging the sliding bullshit, like if it wasn't hard enough already. Ah! I really wanted that health.
I can't think of another area in Mega Man 2 that slides.
Because it's some bullshit, that's what the fuck it is.
But I might be wrong. It's been a while.
Are you just saying on this game or in Mega Man total here?
Oh, in Mega Man 2, they're sliding everywhere.
Oh god. What
It's kind of like a Mario thing, just like there's always a certain kind of stage, like a desert stage, and there's always your basic Mushroom Kingdom stage. There's always a slidey stage in Mega Man. The only one constant in Mega Man in every Mega Man stage is there's always one area that tries to unfairly screw you into falling into a pit. It's the one guarantee. And that energy tank up there was the one that I was mentioning before that I usually go for, or in my heyday I did. That energy tank is a lifesaver when it comes to some of the Wily bosses.
Yeah, I felt like I was really going strong, and then this last couple minutes I've just fucking hit a wall of shititude.
No, you're doing alright. And if it makes you feel any better, you're getting really close to the end. You weren't too bad. So, it doesn't really work that well in a slidey stage. But use your invincibility to your advantage. If you get hit, you're not trying to speedrun the game, so fuck it. Just keep moving.
Ah, damn it.
Kind of falls back into Colin's rule number 2. Just keep moving. Maybe even for this guy, I'll give you a little bit of tip. Go underneath.
And then shoot him from behind?
No, you're going to want to try to not have him fall on that platform like he just did.
Well, shit.
Because you have to get on the leftmost platform to jump into the boss area.
Well, those motherfuckers just took away my first run.
It's okay though. Like you got to the end of the stage, which is just it's admirable, very good.
That makes me feel a little better.
Yeah, you should feel good. So we're gonna continue here, and this gamepad is so foreign. So for those you don't know because you can't see us, we're playing on a Wii U, and I'm playing with the gamepad, and this is not an NES controller.
Yeah, picky retro gamers. What can you do? Me being actually, I'm 22 and you just turned 30 a little while ago, correct?
I just did indeed.
So I grew up, like, my oldest station was 64 that I like got off my cousin. So I'm very new to the retro gaming. The first time I ever actually held an NES controller was
that drunk at my house?
Yeah, when you were drunk. We were playing Mega Man for the first time I've ever seen it. So, I mean, I can jump on a Wii U controller and that feels more normal than an NES controller does, but...
It's a really funny story, actually, that one night where we played Mega Man for the first time and I got really hammered. Do you care to start it off while I'm, cautiously walking through these icy stages?
Well, it's really weird. I honestly didn't think you were that drunk to begin with. Like,
I hold it really well.
Yeah, you have a good drunk game face going on. But where were I don't even know what level we were, but I know there's some shitty ass dragon.
Wily Stage 2.
Yeah.
Wily Stage 1, actually.
Oh yeah. And I just, I mean, it was getting pretty late. I mean, definitely past your old man bedtime.
Hey.
And,
it's like 12:30. That's late.
That's like noon for me, so, I'm feeling great. And what exactly happened? You were trying to get past there's a dragon or some shit?
Yeah, the dragon. The infamous dragon.
And all that I really remember is you failing on the platforming, you fell. And you literally just got up without saying a single word, walked to your room, shut the door, and just left me. And I was like, okay, I guess it's time for me to go. I mean, he literally didn't say anything. I just packed up my shit and left.
Not a single thing. I was so distraught by missing the platforms during that dragon stage that I just dropped my controller, dropped it like a mic, and walked in my room, closed the door, and woke up at like 4 a.m. and was like, Shawn, why do I have my pants on? Where am I? Where are you? Why is it 4 a.m?
Oh,
I felt awful.
That was a great night. I mean, yeah, you felt awful, of course, and I probably had to guilt you because that's what I do. Janio's the nicest guy, would never mean to do anybody harm, and I'm just the jackass who's got to make him feel bad about it. But it makes a great story. I'll never forget that night.
I think that's where our friendship was christened.
Yeah, right?
The one night that I was an asshole. So, real quick, before we move on. Flashman, I like him first because I can just Mega Buster through him mostly. His beams shoot kind of mid-range, so if you're jumping really high, you might not get hit. If you're on a lower platform, you might not get hit. So I just kind of got lucky there because I was at half health. But we made it happen.
Yeah, I was actually spacing out. I didn't even... Yeah, you wrecked him. So...
Maybe not wrecked. But,
Well, you beat him in the first try. I mean, that's like wrecked in my freaking books.
He's the first boss. He's supposed to be wrecked by someone who's 30 years old and plays Mega Man.
No, you said he's the first boss. You think he's the easiest?
For me, yeah, I think so.
For you,
my 10-year-old self does.
Okay.
When was this game? 91?
No, I thought you said 88 when...
Oh, 89.
Yeah, something like that.
God, I was 5 years old.
Yeah, you're old as
That's
shit.
real weird.
God damn.
Okay, so who I liked. Thanks, Shawn.